Hello, everybody, and welcome in to day 2 of Adventures with Matt Season 4. I said 3 there. Almost said 3 there. This is a modded Minecraft adventure. Unlike Season 3, I don't have all the modded biomes, and I took out a couple of the other mods. But we still have mods like Better Archaeology, Collector's Caravan, When Dungeons Arise, and When Dungeons Arise 7 Seas. So this is like season 2, but with a few structure mods and some fossils and relics and stuff to find. And in Saturday's stream, I was talking about trying to get a mansion, build a mansion here, and how I didn't want to dig into the mountain on the side there to make it fit. There'd be the issue of where the front is and all that stuff. Yeah, I had a thought yesterday. I was out. Also, if I seem a bit out of it, I'm still recovering from being out in the heat yesterday, so yeah. And then I didn't sleep very well. I slept like 4.5 hours. So yeah, if I seem out of it, that's why. But while I was out yesterday, I had a thought about the mansion and what I can do for the mansion. Hold on, let's go get a better view before I do that. Turn this back on. So yeah, because we were having, or I was talking about oh, where's a good spot? Here. Like if I did a mansion, I'd have there's a space issue. I'd have to dig into the mountain. Then where's the front? Would the front be on the side here, and the mansion just be long and narrow, like it is with the woodland mansion? Because the woodland mansions have the entrance on the short side, not the long side. Because they have it there, and then they have two big room sizes and down the center, and then hall, and then small. But it goes much longer. Most real mansions, the front's actually on the long side. Like when you look at the historical, or when you look at pictures of mansions from like historical stuff, it's on the long side. But then if I did that, I'd either be facing into the mansion or facing that way to the ocean. But this is Y70 something, so having that facing the ocean would have some complications with getting it. Have it facing mountain, that would be more like a storage thing. Yeah, this is a mountain. What there's a lot of room right here. I could build the mansion up here. Then I wouldn't have that issue. That was my thought. I could level this down a little bit, smooth it out, and then just build the mansion up here. I don't know why that didn't come to my mind on Saturday when I was talking about it. Or the fact that I've been thinking about it for months for my offline world. I guess it's just because I'm so used to building right down there at spawn. This is still spawn chunks, because I have spawn. This is 1.21.1. So spawn chunks, I do have it set to a 10 radius, so this is still part of it. Because this is spawn right here, this one. And I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. This is still spawn. So I could build the mansion like here. And that would work. That said, what I need to figure out are the materials for the mansion. Should I make it a brick mansion? Should I keep it similar to the woodland mansion where it's made of dark oak? Whoop. Should I keep it similar to the dark oak? Should I use spruce? Should I use something else entirely? I could do brick, stone brick, rather. Um, deep slate. I could use blackstone. We could do net. That would require wait until the nether, but yeah. So I'll need to sit and think on that. But I can build the mansion up here, and I can use it. Like I was saying, I could use it for storage and stuff, and maybe the auto farms. Now, if I do dark oak, so there's spruce over here. These are spruce trees right here. This is a grove. Um, Here's this, which means down. So about, I think it's like right over here, or right over here. I think it's over here, is a dark forest, so I could get dark oak from there. Although the nearest woodland mansion is like over here. I think it's like right here. But for now, I need to get geared up and stuff. I did not play on this between streams. I know I normally do a little bit for things like putting storage away or setting up more decorations in the mansion last season. And then I was also doing things like breeding up the animals. I thought about it and then didn't. That said, I did fix those config settings that I talked about on Saturday. So the villagers and piglins will not make noise while in my inventory anymore. And what was the Apothic Spawners one? Oh yeah, I turned off that it remembers what the mobs were. So when I break them, it's just an empty spawner. Although it's not reset to a vanilla spawner, so like any modifications made to it by the mods from vanilla is still set. There is that. They won't all just stack. They'll stack with the others of the same base settings. But I did also, I remember when I was looking at the config, remember how it was set to how default has it take 100 durability to break a spawner. I bumped that back down to 10. That's what I bumped it to in Season 3 after I realized it was just tearing through durability like crazy. And considering that there were hundreds of spawners we gathered in Season 2, yeah, that was necessary. And then I also sped this up, like usual. I remembered to do that as well. One of the easy villagers config earlier. Okay, yes, it was before stream, but that wasn't. I already intended on doing it before stream instead of like right after stream Saturday. There'd be no difference. It was in my notes. Yeah, so I need more beef because I am getting hungry. Wherever I'll be. No. About over here. I have one. I could do the mutton. I have 2 mutton. I ain't got very much in the way of cows. But yeah, right now, I am doing a bit of setting up and stuff before going out on adventures. I don't want to go out with no food. Do I have just... No, I don't. Okay, I don't have a... So I can't replace that. I mean, I could just break. Or grab one from there, or I could break. Oh well. If you're new, this is from Farmer's Delight. There were carrots here. Wild carrots. Let's just stop jumping and run. Okay. That's getting full. I could start chopping the trees down, but storing it after, I'm gonna have to make more chests and stuff. Unless... Hush. I still have not gotten Sound Muffler. I don't know why I haven't added that mod in. 'Cause yeah, those are super, super loud for no reason. Oh yeah, this also got fixed. Pepper fixed it. Yes, Pepperfly fixed it yesterday or 2 days ago. Can't remember. Yeah, so that's fixed now, which is why it clicks. That's me pressing the button to do this. I knew it wouldn't take a full stack, and I did that anyway. Oh well. Actually, let's throw those in here. You know, I kind of need more storage already. We're 10 minutes in. I think that means I can breed again. I think it was less than 5. Yeah. No. Almost. Some of them are still... That means the sheep ain't ready yet. Anyone else? No. Okay. Y'all are ready? Yeah. Okay. Also, I was doing check-in on mods before stream, and there was like 5 or 6 from this pack, which ain't on on 26.1.2, excluding Quark, which I know is probably gonna be years before it hits 26.1.2, just because it's over 500,000 lines of code. They have to do a lot of changes, and they're still working on bugs and stuff for 1.21.1. But then for for the others, almost everything else in this pack is on 26.1.2, but botany pots and botany trees ain't, nor are When Dungeons Rise and When Dungeons Rise 7 Seas. I didn't check the pumpkin and... But yeah, it's basically the exploration mods plus botany pots. And speaking of botany pots, that's actually on the plan for to add it right here. Should I... Hush. Leather. I want to check. This requires string. I only have 3. Yeah, 3. Yeah, okay. You can wait. No, this way. Okay. I wanted to go. I have a crafting table. Yes, okay. Crafting table, sticks. Okay. Go over to this way. And one of the things while stuff is working over there is getting terracotta. Sorry. Cactus, sand, and I think that's it for over here for the moment. That way I can get started on some of the botany pot stuff. Yeah. I want to get started on botany pot stuff. Hush. So we can go over here to the Badlands of Desert. There we go. Okay. That way, while I'm out doing other stuff, that's working. Actually, I have sand at spawn. And at some point, I'll tear apart the shipwrecks I've already explored. That way, I don't go back to them forgetting that I did them. That was an error I made in Season 2. I didn't tear them up, or I marked them, but I didn't tear them apart. So I would still go over and then see that I hadn't taken them out. Cactus! I just need 1. Ow. Although, maybe I should get 2. Is that... Bandit towers. Yep. We explored those in Season 3. We explored everything from When Dungeons Rise except for the giant mushroom, and that's because it doesn't spawn. Um, when I explored it, the only thing worth it was in the tops. But since I'm much earlier in the game, maybe the insides, but I'm probably woefully unprepared for that at the moment. I was thinking I'd see Waystone, but no. Oh, right, because this was before I adjusted. I think I loaded this in already before, at least part of it, before I adjusted the config. Waystone. And it used to be just stone. But I am wondering if Deep Slate is not from another mod, but that it got updated so that Deep Slate can spawn for certain biomes. It is also set to generate the Waystone type based on biome, which is why the Nether ones get Nether, the Blackstone, and why the End get Ender Waystones. I don't know why I'm still traveling. Yeah, it is a little disappointing that this couldn't be on 26.1.2. That means no pale oak. Since that was a later the version than 1.21.1. But with the exploration I'll be doing throughout the season, having mods for exploration is kind of good. Now, if I wait another 3 to 6 months, did another series between seasons 3 and 4, maybe I would have been able to. And I did think, like, I thought about doing one block, or a sky block, or homestead, or something. Reclamation. I've given Reclamation a try and didn't like it. I'm not saying it was bad. That is definitely not what I'm saying. I just don't like things being that difficult. But yeah, ultimately they just jump into season 3 or season 4. And that means staying on 1.21.1 for a third season. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I may still end up adding new mods to this. But it will probably be stuff for like farming. Help with when I'm doing the building. And speaking of versions, I can finally move my Forever World to 26.2. Curios updated earlier. Earlier as in today. I checked and it said, I've been checking every day. And when I checked, it said it was on it. And the date for 26.2 files was today. Yeah. I'll probably be updating my Forever World after stream. That's 3. Okay, that's 4, that's 5. I'm going for 8 stacks. Which will translate into just one stack of cacti. And there's Pleasant. Yeah. 8 stacks of... Wait, no. 5 stacks. It would be 8 stacks of terracotta into 8 stacks of... Can we stop the buzzing, please? Why'd you start? Yeah, 8 stacks of terracotta with 1 stack of green dye. Translates into... Oh my goodness, that buzzing. Translates into 8 stacks of green terracotta, and 5 stacks of green terracotta translates into 1 stack of botany pots. Green botany pots, specifically. That was why I wanted the mason in these flower pots and mason cell bricks. One, two, three, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. Thought I saw something. I'll do 10 stacks. It's another thing. No cactus flower in this version. I know it is vanilla backport, but I've heard people. I don't know if it's true or not. I've heard people say it's buggy. Okay. Hello. Sand. Time for another round of breeding the animals. Hey guys. Okay. I don't know why I only grabbed one cactus. It grows slowly. I should have grabbed several. Oh well. Yeah, I didn't grab any others. Okay. Hush. Why did I want the cleric? Oh, right. Pearls. They can be used for the void upgrade, which I actually use in this. I didn't know it could be used for that. I've never used that. This is an alchemy upgrade, as it says. It automatically uses things like potions, food with effects, or milk buckets. Mob catcher upgrade, yeah. I don't use that. Refill, it needs refill. Ah, right, the feeding upgrade. Also, a warp stone. I need to go get amethyst shards. Excuse me, magnet upgrade. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna do some exploring to get all that stuff. I know I can get amethyst shards. Let's go get some. Once we go out far enough, we'll start to see geodes in the water. Not in the water, through the water, in the ground, the ocean floor. Like there. We're ignoring that for now. But there should be a better geode. Because geodes generally come cracked. That is, with a hole in the side. And the winds of the ocean often have part of that crack exposed to the water, which is an opening into the geode, rather than me having to dig into it. I think I went the wrong way. Copper ore vein. Yeah, I think the geode I was thinking of is over that way. Let's grab this while we're over here. Also, that isn't me just speculating on it being the copper ore vein. Oh. You can see the way the copper is distributed. That's a copper ore vein. Also, I've played this seed enough to know that copper ore veins are not as rare as people say. That ore veins in general. There we go. Geode. Also, I have to say, this really was amazing luck I had with this seed. If you don't know, this is the first seed I ever generated on 1.18. And it has jungle, badlands, desert, mushroom fields, jungle temple, whole bunch of stuff. Very, very close to spawn. Is that it? Oh, no. Okay. Oh, that was not the right size. Oops. Oh, well. Well, I do have 4. Yeah, that's enough. Where's the... Oh, there. Alright, let's go back to spawn. Is... Yeah. Yeah, very rare biome, just north of spawn. Also, 3 other rare biomes just south of spawn. There's an ancient city, with silence right up that way too. Well, a couple thousand blocks away, but maybe more like 4 or 5,000 blocks. But still, turned out to not be that hard to find. Not as hard to find as I'd been led to believe. That said, um, Quark does modify loot tables in ancient cities, so I probably ain't gonna get silence in there. We discovered that last season, which means there's no point in going to that one. But we can still explore all the ancient cities and stuff and see if one of the ones, like the one over by spawn, if it has silence now that the with the modified loot pools. And to explain the that's the geode I was looking for. To explain the modified loot pools, Quark adds um some of its stuff into loot tables, and that includes the ancient tomes. Ancient tomes can be found in certain structure chests, including ancient cities. And because that is added to the loot pool, it affects the rolls on everything. I think I'm going a little too far. Yep. And so instead of having what it would have in a vanilla generation, it doesn't. It has a different, like, it still rolls all that stuff, but it has other stuff to also roll for a chance to have. I didn't take on any of those last season. I know I said I would, but we did take on the trials and never finished it because it was too much of a maze, and I could not find the boss, the actual boss. That structure ain't on this world. But I might explore this world. I've also been wanting to excavate a trial ruins, and I might do trial chambers too. And when I say might do trial chambers, yes, that does include potentially looting the whole thing, as in all the blocks, making it up. I've done that. I got bored earlier this year and went into a trial chamber and just tore out all the blocks. I've also used all of the polished tuff that I got from it while working on my project at the Savannah Village. It's a renovated Savannah Village. I went through all of it and then had to make more. Yeah, because what happened was I leveled it, but then I had to build stairs down so that people could actually get from the entrance to the area below. That didn't level it down to be flush with the area around it. That would have been a lot of digging, and I wanted it to be relatively the same as, or Y level as it is vanilla. Alright. And the reason for that being, season one, season one. Since, season one, oh, right, did include me renovating the Savannah Village. I didn't want to level it down all the way, because I would have had to have leveled it down to, like, down. You can see here, we have Y103, but over here is, like, 79. I would have had to do a huge amount of leveling in order to get it down to there, and I didn't want to do that. Just because, like I said, season one, this is where I did it. I did do some leveling here. And I did actually have to level by bringing up, so I had to fill in. But I want to dig down. That would have been too much of a change. Yeah, the ancient city's right here. The portal's like right here, I think it is. Here, maybe. We might explore that once I'm geared up. There's no warden in this world. I have that off. The reason I'll have to wait is getting to it. And I'm geared up like this. Where is it? Here. What am I missing? Why am I not seeing it? That's farmer. Huh, that's an interesting looking ladder. It looks kind of like railroad tracks to me. Incubator. This is just, yeah. Oh, I forgot to turn off that. Huh, it just doesn't show up. Okay. That was weird. Let me... Is it this? There we go. I don't use that. So, it doesn't matter. Actually, what it is having it on means taking up almost almost a full page of this. You'll see, uh, this went almost all the way down before that, before I disabled it. Okay. We're gonna plop this. Oh, right here. Actually, let's just set this up. Um, there we go. There we go. And you. Let's do this. Um, I'm gonna put the glowstone in here, even though it ain't an ore. We're gonna treat it like one. I've never used one of these. I'm gonna come over here and save the villagers from that. I can probably breed more cows. Now, it'll probably be a little bit more dangerous because, you know, I ain't geared up in fully enchanted netherite armor. That just makes it more fun. That everyone? Yes. Okay. Wait. Okay, that's everyone. Right, and hello, sheep. Lots and lots of sheep. This will be useful when setting up, whatchamacallit, the wool farm, because I'll have, you know, enough sheep. You need 16 sheep for that. Alright. I'm gonna make another chest and put some of the stuff in there. Actually, I'm gonna make 2 more. And if you're saying, Matt, that's 4, no, it's 2 double chests. Or rather, 2 large chests, as is their actual name. Or the large chest. No. Pull out the villagers. Y'all go in here. Your plants. You can go in, in here. This would be so disappointing if he doesn't have Ender Pearls. It's a 2/3 chance. In Java Edition. I think. No, it's 50%. Hold on. One of them it's... I think Bedrock is 2/3 chance. No. Bedrock it's 50%. Java it's 2/3. Bedrock is 100% chance. Yeah, Bedrock it's guaranteed, but Java it ain't. And it's gonna be really disappointing if he doesn't. Because it takes 36 emeralds from here. You also need the 24 from here. Actually, if I save the village from these guys, I'd have the... So I don't need to worry about doing it right now. Bones. What else? Wood stuff. Candles. And temporarily. Oh, I could make botany pots right now. Oh well. Also, I'm hearing the buzzing again. So if you're hearing that, it ain't you. I don't know why. Yeah. Let's go here, and then we head north. I probably could have bred the cows again before I went. Oh well. On my forever world, there's gonna be a watchtower on here. Okay. Looking out for if they signal the beacon at the Savannah Village. And if they do, they'll turn on their beacon so that they can see it. They can't see the beacon. I've actually tried that. I've checked. And you can kind of see it past this, but not much. And there is actually a purpose to me coming to this village and doing stuff. Beyond just saving the villagers. Like I said, there's Spruce Forest right over there at the Grove. There's also the Cherry Grove over there. That's a couple of wood types. And I can also get the dark oak. Sir, your services may be needed shortly. Yeah, season 1, I had storage under there. And then I leveled this down. And the village went to just past that cliff there. I had a little river going, flowing down in a pond. Into a pond. Huh, okay. Oh, yeah. They updated. Look at all those villagers. Hello, sir. Apparently these guys are weak. It wasn't from the fully kitted out, or being kitted out in full netherite gear, fully enchanted netherite gear. Apparently iron with haste 3, or resistance 3 makes this easy. Like, guys? I haven't seen my hearts go down at all. Even after registering, I shouldn't have done that. I still did it. I should have left those so I can come back later. Now that was some damage. So I could come back later and just get the ores. Oh well. Hello, Grace. Welcome in. Oh, there you are. I did look into the multi-resolution, but I don't have good enough upload for it. Oh, slime. Yeah, unfortunately, my housemate is the one who pays for the internet, and I don't have the money to pay for us to upgrade and cover the increase. There you are. Otherwise, I would have asked him about it. That said, if streaming actually starts making me money, and I can afford after, my regular expenses, I can make a sticky pistons. Then I would definitely ask about upgrading. Yeah, I want to be able to provide that kind of stuff. It would also probably make uploading the VODs to YouTube not take 3 hours. Yeah, for anyone watching this, if you watch the stream and then check the VOD, you will see that it takes a few hours for the VOD. That's because it takes 3 hours for me to upload them. There you are. That chest is why I came over here. Well, also to make sure that when I'm going into the village, it doesn't go near the area. The village doesn't get invaded by these guys. Okay. Storage mod? Are you talking about this? The backpack? It's sophisticated backpacks. And I have Curios to let me put it into a backpack slot, rather than having to wear it on my chest plate. That said, you don't actually have to wear it, you can just hold it in your inventory. I just like having it on my avatar. Howdy. Or are you talking about the ability to do this? That is from sophisticated inventory interactions. Oh, Dark Oak Saplings, so I don't need to go to the Dark Forest. Which is actually by the same guy, hence the same name. Right over there. I don't remember what the red dots were. That said, I am not geared up enough to explore one of those. Whatever it is. That's gonna be one of the bigger structures. Yeah, the pillagers seem more frequent. That's this structure. The pillagers are from, this is an Illager campsite from When Dungeons Rise. And it has a ton of pillagers. Sir? That's also from When Dungeons Rise. It's also rare. Yeah, no, it generates in a specific amount of pillagers. But they don't respawn, which is good. Unlike a pillager outpost where they respawn. I don't know if you saw the picture of a ancient city that was full of like trees and stuff that I shared on the Discord we're both on. That ancient city is right over there. No? Okay. Yeah, on my Forever world, I excavated an ancient city. I have not streamed my ancient or my Forever world. Oh wait. Yeah, I've talked about it a few times. It's my forever world, not a stream world, so I don't mind talking about it in other places because that ain't for content. But yeah, I shared a picture in there the other day. It's right over there. As in, like, that river actually got partially cut out during the excavation. It's right here. And then this is the town I was working on, the village. And it now has fortified walls and a completely redone design. I'm almost done with it. I really just have one more rooftop to figure out what to do for, put in the actual gates in the 4 gatehouses, and then decorate the interiors of the towers, and then that'll be done. Yeah. This village is season 1. I did a project renovating this village. And then season 2, well, I also built in a wizard tower here, and then season 2, I renovated this village. I've decided I'm gonna do, since this was right by the ancient city, and my forever world has lore. I decided to renovate this village again, and that gave me the idea to redo my projects from my stream seasons in my forever world. I don't know if I'll do the tower again, but this is gonna get turned into an adventuring town again, and the island over here is gonna get turned into what it was supposed to be, a farm island. And then this season, I'm thinking about one of these 2 villages, or both, the season goes on long enough. I wanna build a maze over here with, like, redstone. I don't really know redstone, though, so I have to use, like, tutorials and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I'm Oh, that's a fossil, I think. Yeah, I would have to figure out redstone to do the maze properly, to have it, like, shut off entrances and stuff. That would mean this would theoretically also be an adventuring town. And you have this, which would have nothing to make it an adventuring town. They could be the farms that feed both of these. Also, this is from When Dungeons Rise, so is this. This is from When Dungeons Rise. And in season 3, I found like 3 of them. They're all in desert and wasteland biomes. And that was with all the explored I did. I only found like 3 of them, maybe 4. My test world has one. So like I spawned in on the test world like here, and there's one right here in a plains, and then there's this one here, which is in a forest. So I guess it ain't just wastelands or desert and badland replacement biomes and the biomes themselves. So it's looking like I was right in that, especially with how frequent the pumpkin dungeons are, it's looking that I was right that the biomods was messing with the structure generation from the modded biomes. Yeah, now that I've done this, we're gonna head. Y'all not have stacks of hay bales? I was gonna claim them all. Blast furnace. Actually, I could use that. Sir, move. Sounds like I have it all planned out. For my forever world, yeah, I've got a lot of stuff planned out. It's mostly just redoing my builds from seasons 1, 2, and 3. Hay bales. Plus a build over in the birch forest that's like right over here. Here I think it is. Old growth birch forest. For this world, I'm still figuring stuff out. I was talking at the start of the stream, I haven't decided. I'm gonna so you know how in season 3, the modded biomes caused there to be a woodland mansion at spawn? Alright. Let me know when you can interact again. I had a thing. Oh, I don't have bots in here, so that doesn't do anything. See ya, Grace. Okay, there's water flowing. You ain't touching others. You know, I've got a sapling for that. Let's go get sprays from right up there. And also check this guy out. Sorry, bumped my mic. You're right, there's gonna be powdered snow. Let's just not walk across that. I ain't wearing. I do have leather boots in here. I've never gotten that enchantment before. Now I have. I got a sapling. Okay. Oh, sorting all that out is gonna be fun when I get back to spawn. I just realized that. Oh well. Okay, I have gotten an onion already. Oh right, I probably got it from a shipwreck. Hello. Right. We're heading back to spawn. Oh, I just noticed we're an hour in, so I'm gonna feed the cows real quick. Then we're gonna take a 5-minute break. The cow, yeah, I don't need to feed the sheep, or we are feeding the cows for sure. There we go. Alright, we're gonna take the 5-minute break now. So stretch your legs. Um, ah. So stretch your legs, refill your water, do whatever, and I'll be back in about 5 minutes. And I'm back. New snapshot is out, but it's just more technical stuff rather than tweaks to the content. I mean, that's to be expected. That does happen sometimes, and it's devs are on vacation as well, so more tweaks and stuff. Not really important. There might still be more tweaks before it's over, though. Yes, another one grew. Wait, why am I going this way? It goes over here. All right. Let's breed the cows again. I don't know why I keep putting sheep next to the cows. That just makes it so that when I'm breeding the cows, the sheep come rushing over. And I might accidentally breed the sheep instead. I need to stop doing that. Okay, now I need to sort out my inventory. In here. Flowers. Junk. Okay. No, not you. You go in here. Or Dark Oak Saplings? Yeah, right here. Okay. Dirt. Paper. Wait, no. Um. Here. Junk. In here. They'll eventually get destroyed. I'm just not bothering with that right now. I should get, there we go. Okay. Uh, let's see. Banner. Handles. Those will go in here. I'll throw these in here as well. Here are mob drops, so you go in here, you go in here. Wool. Okay. Now I have 27 string, which is good. I can use that over here. Leather. Bring backpacks. Get 2 of these. Not you. You. What am I missing? Oh, a chest. There we go. Now I can craft right in here. We're gonna keep this in my backpack. We can also pull that stuff out. No, he doesn't. I gotta get rid of him. Okay, here we go. Here he is. Let's see. Waystone can go in here, so can you. Extra bed. You know what? I'm gonna make another chest. Bed. Nothing? Okay. That means they're all done. I want to be near this. I don't think that would be close enough. No, you have to be 128 blocks away, and up here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I should be somewhat in range. Go up the mountain and start cutting down some trees. I could probably make more um toolsmiths to get more emeralds so I can go through the clerics faster. Well, I could also make more iron farms too. That mine need taken care of. Okay, that was the end for that axe. I could make another one now, and I'm hearing buzzing and whining. I can make another one now, but I'm gonna go back down here, drop off the stuff, do a little bit more work. Has it been 5 minutes? No, almost. But it's probably better if I wait for them to grow up and then do a lot of breeding and then or not. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Get another round in on cleric. Yeah, I probably should do that. I can make a second one right now. There we go. Nothing grew. Was I not close enough? I thought I was. Map. I'm gonna put you right here. Okay. You need more food. Apples. One thing I do need to figure out, I did decide I'm gonna build the mansion up here. I still haven't decided what to make it out of, but I do need to figure out how much space it's gonna actually take up. But it's okay to over clear the area, because I'll need the space around it too. But I do want to figure out. I need to figure out how much space it's going to take up, and that means figuring out the rough base floor plan. So, like I was saying earlier, with the Woodland Mansion, which we had here at spawn, well, not here, but up there at spawn in season 3 because of the modded biomes. We had the Woodland Mansion there, and the way it's designed, it has the entrance on the short side, and that's how a Woodland Mansion is normally generated. They have the entrance on the short side, and they have 2 sets of big rooms down the center, and then a hall going, like the one from last season, the one over there last season, it had the hall down the front, and then the hall went all the way to the side, and then down. It had some small rooms and some big rooms, and then also hidden rooms. And then this way it went down, and all the ones on the wall there were the small rooms, not the big rooms. But I think when I do it, I'm gonna um base it as if all of the rooms are the big rooms. That'll give more space. And then I can customize, like split them in half if I want or need. Have some rooms that are actually smaller. And then, of course, also have the hall. I need to decide, do I want the hall, if I want the halls to be interior or the rooms to be interior. Because the halls are interior, that means there's no windows in the halls, and the rooms can all have windows. Or at least the rooms on the sides. But if I had the rooms... I should clarify something else. I'm going to have the entrance on the long side. You go in, so unlike the vanilla, you go in, and then you have the hall going this way, and the stairs leading up. There's going to be rooms off of the hall right here. And then it's going to go, once you get to either end, it's going to have the hall going down the side. What I need to decide is if I want the hall, and it's going to connect to another hall that has rooms off of it. And what I need to decide is if that hall is along the back wall or on the front wall. And I think the side halls will be just not having rooms that you can access from them. Maybe I'll do that, maybe I won't. It depends on how the layout looks and what any of y'all say. If anyone says something. But I also need to like lay out the floor plan, which I can also do before sliding on the block palette. Now, logically, if doing wood, you would use locally sourced wood, so it would be oak rather than dark oak. But I don't have to follow that logic. I could also use bricks, I could use stone, I could do spruce or cherry. One thought I had for it, for my forever world, I was thinking of doing it here on my forever world as well. Putting a mansion in here, but on my forever world, that is. This isn't my forever world. One thought I had was making it like Neapolitan ice cream. So you'd have the dark oak walls, and then there would be cherry, and pale oak as well. The Woodland Mansion, the floors are birch, the furniture and stuff is oak, and the walls are dark oak. And then it has the cobblestone foundation. Alright, let's head back down. Still babies? Okay. Okay, so I am close enough up there for these to grow. You know what, let's nah, I'm gonna go back up and I'm trying to get those to grow. I was thinking of going to my usual stone quarry to get cobblestone. Actually, I have cobblestone. How much do I have? No, it's you. 197. That ain't gonna be enough. I need to check something real quick. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It looks like it's 7 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. So each smallest room is a 7 by 7 room on the inside. So it's 9 by 9 for the walls itself. Which I think would mean, let's grab the cobblestone and use them as markers. And these ain't gonna be the final placements, it's just, I want to try and make sure I'm setting things up. Clear enough, blah blah blah. Clearing out enough space. If I start it like here, let's say here, you have the outer wall 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then here. Although I think the halls. No, the halls were also 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you'd have here, and this would be the room, the smallest room. Or you'd have it extend that much further out this way, and it'd be a long, small room. And you can have it extend out this way on that way and get a big square and be a big room. So it looks like I may need to actually put in some support if I don't dig down too far. I would want this twice for halls, so you'd have the front hall and the back or middle hall. And then for rooms, I want the bigger side or the big square. So 4 if we're doing 2. That would be 6 of these back. And I want more than that going this way. Yeah, I would want more of those going this way. Um, that would only be 2 rooms if I didn't. 2.5 rooms. I think the staircase also takes up a room's width. The wider. So you'd have 1, 2, 3. That's 6, 7, 8. So for halls plus 3 rooms, that's 8. But I would want more than 3 rooms. So 4 or 5 rooms. We do 2 back and then 5 rooms. That's 10 rooms on the first 2 floors. And then the top floor is a smaller one, so it would have less. We do 5 rooms, that's 10, 12. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut tree down. Cut the tree down. We're gonna cut this one down. And these two. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wow, it really would take up a lot of space. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would give us 2 halls and 3 rooms, which would make it a square if we did that. So we have to go at least one more over. 2 more. 1 more room's worth over. Would this still be in spawn chunks though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, if it's here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, okay. And there's a spider on the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. That's 4 rooms. 4 big rooms worth. Which would only make it slightly longer. I do kind of want it to be. But do I really need 5 rooms worth of space? I don't think I'd even be able to fill that. Actually, I probably could. I've got ways. Just keep in mind, I do want to do the 3 layers as well. The 3 floors. The thing is, the further we go that way, the more down it goes. Welcome back, Grace. But if I go too far over this way, it becomes a pretty sharp drop. So I can't really, unless I want to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I don't want a huge drop right. Whoa. I want to be able to keep going. A difference. Oh, in how much or how little it buffers and lags. We're already going to have going down an issue going this way. And I don't want to dig too far down from here. I think this would be the last layer I would be willing to cut down, dig down. Just because it needs to be able to look over properly that. And even digging down this one is a bit too much for me. I think I want to keep it this. Well, actually, if I go another room's worth, it would come back up a little here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay, it does go back up, so I just need to build up. Oh! I mean, I need to cut it down anyway. That was an accident. That was a skelly in leather armor. Okay, so since you were gone, I didn't explain. I know you said you had audio, but not response. I did most of the explaining actually at the very start of the stream. So last season with the modded biomes, we had a woodland mansion down there at spawn, like right on the spawn chunks. And something I've done on previous iterations of the seed before before I was doing content creation, was I was building mansions down there. And my plan had been to try and figure out how to work in building a mansion down there again, but without having to cut into the mountain. And I realized yesterday while I was out doing stuff, I could just build it up on top of the mountain. I would have more space here. I wouldn't have to worry about cutting into the mountain. I would have to level the mountain a little. But that would overall work better. And it would solve my issue with, like, where to stick the entrance, how to get that to work, with it, the entrance being on the long side instead of the short side, like the vanilla ones. And what to do around it and stuff. I could put the mansion up here and have it overlooking down there, and then maybe have farms or something down there, or have the farms behind it. But I think, having the mansion being on top of a mountain overlooking everything else makes more sense than just having it there cramped right up next to a mountain overlooking an ocean. It still has the ocean view from up here. So what I'm doing now is I'm planning it out, but I do need to figure out the block palette. The vanilla woodland mansion, like I was saying, has dark oak for walls, birch for floors, and oak for furniture. And what I need to figure out is, do I want to keep that palette for this mansion, or do I want to try and do a different palette? So if you have any thoughts, feel free to share. Like, Woodland Mansion does look nice. And a mansion I built on a different world, on a 1.17 realm I had, was out of dark oak, but it was long before I had any real experience with building, so it was literally just dark oak planks for everything. The walls, the floors, the ceiling, everything was just dark oak planks. One of the guys on the world got annoyed by that, and I was like, you could have, helped. Because you couldn't see where you were going, because everything was just the same. I was like, you could have, done some work on there. Made it look a little bit nicer. It was where we had all of our storage. Yes! Okay. Pearls. Oh, right, I have to do this method. Alright, see ya, Grace. Okay, let's throw that back up here. Actually, let's get a stack of you going. Okay, now we have one. I need a stack and 16. I could have used the hoe. Um, no, you're the wrong. Alright, let's head back up and cut down some more trees. Actually, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna finish off the sacks first. Oh, it's also break time. Alright, so it's break time. Let's do... That's the wrong thing. Alright, so stretch your legs, refill your water, do whatever. I'm gonna be back in about 5 minutes. And I'm back. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fish off the axe. And why does it sound so much louder on my headset? That is weird. None of my volume stuff got changed, but my headset makes it sound a whole lot louder than it did before the break. Anyway, um, let's grab all this stuff. I'm gonna fish off this axe, then I'm gonna go get cobblestone. Maybe. Doing a proper outline would also require a little bit of terraforming already. Just because it ain't level up there. Another thought I'm having is having a series of just the smallest room. Because, like, I don't think my cleric trade-in would require a whole lot of space, for example. But that would mess with some stuff a little bit, I think. Here. What else do I need? Redstone dust and string. And then I also need maybe a lapis? Yes. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I ain't got enough gold. Even if I smelt this and convert that, it ain't enough. That would just be 6. I need 8 to upgrade the stack upgrade in my backpack. Turn that to a gold one, which would double the space. Because it goes from 2 to 4 to 8 and then 16. But, this is gonna require playing a lot with the When Dungeons Arise in order to get And then this one doesn't have a recipe. I could make a oh, it does have a recipe. Right. No, it's this one that doesn't. But yeah, look at how much netherite blocks that would take. That's 8 blocks each, which means 72 blocks. Not ingots, blocks. Multiplies it by, you can see, 33 million. And then this, it makes just whatever in there infinite, but it doesn't have a recipe. Okay, I'm gonna go to the quarry. Wait. To the place I normally use as a quarry, that is. What did I just throw in here? I don't know. Anyway, let's feed the cows. And then head over to my usual quarry spot so I can get more cobblestone. I am gonna need a lot of cobblestone. Oh, wait, actually, I need to make... Yeah, it just got louder in my headphones again. That is weird. Why does it keep getting louder? I wasn't talking about the animals, I'm talking about, like, my voice. One? Oh, actually, I'm gonna need more than that. I put the amethyst. Where did I put it? It's in here. Okay. No, come on. Waystones, not warp stones. I don't know what this does. I wish there were, like, descriptions and stuff. Oops. Yeah, now that I've got this, I can return home more easily. Okay. Where I want to go is here. Actually, here. Here first, then here. Once I clear this out. And I'll hopefully find a waystone, just a stone waystone, because I don't want to put a deep slate waystone on the surface. I don't like that. Those were eggs. Yes, I could use this. I don't want to. Over here, it's a bit of a trek to get to at first, but once I'm there, especially if I put a waystone down there, I can get there more easily. And it's easier to mine there because I don't have to worry about lighting up the whole place and relighting up the place as I go down further or dig in further. Hey guys. That's the beehive. But it's also just open. So I can just go in lines, turn, line, just dig, 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 dig. That makes it a whole lot easier. I don't see a wild waystone anywhere. Oh right, I loaded this in before, didn't I? Where I fixed the config, which means yeah, they wouldn't have loaded in. That's a shame. I probably should have saved up some emeralds and bought that pickaxe from the toolsmith. It was what, 22, 28? I think it was 28. I think it had efficiency on it. It would also last longer because it's diamond. $68 so far. I'm gonna need, I don't know how many stacks. I'll figure it out as I go. Okay, I have already gotten diorite. Oh right, when I filmed the hole I got diorite. That when I was digging up I dug through diorite. Okay, let's put a waystone down. Right here. Okay, spawn. Actually, let's do. Actually, I'm gonna throw those in the surface lava. Then, same thing here. Okay. Then, yeah, it's 28 and 10. And then they're gonna be a bit before I can trade them. Well, for whatever reason, the price goes up the first time you do it. But like this guy doesn't. It takes him a little bit longer. Yeah, efficiency too. So I was right about that. That he had efficiency on it. And the shovel has unbreaking. Alright, you back on. I think we're gonna go until this pickaxe breaks. That'll guarantee, or should guarantee, we have enough cobblestone. At least for the base. Did not mean to use the axe for that. Swap those. That should help avoid me doing that by accident again. There we go. Okay, let's go over to this side. And yes, I am planning on going through the whole pickaxe. I can actually use all the cobblestone. May need to use all the cobblestone. Because it doesn't just have it outlining the base. If you look at a vanilla woodland mansion, it also uses cobblestone as accents on the outside to help break it up a bit. Thinking about it, it's because it has that one out from um the walls. That means the foundation actually needs to be too wide. The cobblestone part, I mean. This is probably enough cobblestone for the build, but we're gonna keep going just to be safe. And even if it's way more than enough, I'll probably end up using it in something else. I do need to smelt some more of it too into regular stone. That way I can make more iron farms. Alright, it's almost broken. Well, it's down to the red, but that's what? Still another 141. Hold on. I thought about using the pickaxe until it hit one left and then did the copper ore, but decided not to. So something nice about Ore Harvester and Tree Harvester, both by Ceruleum, is that you if you don't have enough durability, and now I just got louder in my headset again, my headphones. I don't know why that keeps happening. But if you don't have enough durability to harvest it, it still harvests it. All of it. Unlike others I tried where it only harvests up to what you can. And with trees, it then goes, ah ha ha, sorry, but that's not a tree. Yes, I've had that happen to me with two of them. It was like, sorry, but it doesn't, this isn't a tree, it's not right, the shape isn't right. Yeah, like I said, that ain't a concern with this one. Because it harvests it all anyway. So it doesn't care that you don't have enough. Don't mind if I do. Actually, I'm gonna finish off that iron axe. There should be there. And yes, I do hear the buzzing. Alright, there we go. I need a shovel. Mine's about to break. Okay, so you have it's efficiency, and okay. 15, 10. 15 is the better deal. Okay, let's head back up top. Oh, hello. So we are gonna have to raise some of it up, but we're also gonna have to take some of it down. I also want to actually get rid of a lot of the trees that are in the view. The whole point of it is you've got a nice view. But when the trees are just straight up blocking the view, they need to go. You ain't blocking the view, but you're still going. You were blocking it. And I may put some of the trees back, but like those ones, those two there, they're in the way. Almost full. My pick or my shovel is almost broke too. This is bothering me. Let's get rid of it. These ain't bothering me, they're just in the way. Alright. I could probably put a waystone up here to make getting up and down easier. It's temporary, but that's fine. I meant to do this. Alright, okay. It was you. I don't know why I started going over here. Let's throw this stuff into storage. Okay. And I am running out, starting to run out of wheat. That's fine, though. I don't need to set up more wheat farm just yet. Or, well, set up wheat farms just yet. Alright. Yeah, that should be enough to not need to breed again for a little bit. 13. Why was I coming over here? I don't remember. I probably should make that bigger. That would let me accumulate the stuff faster. One, two, three, four. There we go. Ow. I'm actually gonna leave that one there so that the spot doesn't get filled up. Yeah, went from a grid of 9 to a grid of 23. Space for 2 more, so it's more than double in terms of what it can produce. Or what it will produce. Okay, back up top. Oh boy, it goes all the way over. I'm gonna need more shovels, for sure. Okay, so 2 more levels. Then I'm going down to this one. Honestly, I kinda wanna be on this one. That's one more layer for me to bring up a lot. Hold on. Okay. Howdy. If I had my bones on me, I'd tame you right now, but I don't, so don't die. Alright, let's head back down. There we go. Let's see. Gonna pop this out and pop it into here. So like I said earlier, I kind of want to do locally sourced materials. So for the bulk. So that would make stone or oak make more sense than dark oak. The problem with that is I don't think it would look as good as dark oak does for the walls. And I think if I did oak instead, I would need a darker um trim for the outside than cobblestone, which would be couple deep slate and deep slate walls. That way we have the contrast. I also still need to decide if I want to bring it out so that's 4 rooms or 5 rooms rather than 4. Hmm. Because right now this is 4 plus the halls. And it goes, we can see it goes from here all the way to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it would bring us to the edge of the spawn chunks. This way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it might bring us to the edge of it this way. I might have to move this forward a little as well, but that's fine. That would just mess with the I would have to do a little bit more terraforming right there. No, that's full. Almost. Um, do I want it on this? I think we will do it on this. Okay. So, should I do it out of oak? Because that is the big thing. I need to figure out if I'm doing the walls out of oak or dark oak. Though I suppose I could start putting in the floors a little bit. I should also probably raise this up if I'm going to be doing that. Um, it'll help me get rid of this stuff too. Some of it at least. Although, I normally, lately at least, use stone for it, but when you have several thousand dirt works too. And one of the big things here is 3 rooms, which means that would be 6 of these? No. You have one, yeah. Oh, actually, thinking about it. No, no, no. It works. It works. It works. I think it works. Yeah, 6 of these. We have two, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. That's three. That's two. I don't know why I was starting to say that was three. All right. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. No. Seven. No. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of terraforming. Raising up. That just makes her one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Yep. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Yep. Oh, we're past the hour mark. All right, break time. So refill your water, stretch your legs, do whatever, and I'm gonna be back in about 5 minutes. And I'm back. So, funny thing about this, I actually noticed the time and was like, "Oh, I've got 5 more minutes for the break." And then I looked at the clock again, and I was 6 minutes late. I did not feel like it was that long. Alright, let's get back to setting this up. Actually, there's probably cacti for me to collect. Yep. Alright, that's 17. I need another stack. And that's Quark that's letting me harvest the whole 3. Oh, hello. Alright, let's get back up there. Oh, that was the level I'm going up to. Oh well. I think I will still do the floors as birch, even if I go with oak for the walls. But maybe spruce would be better if I do for the floors if I'm doing oak walls. I ain't got a whole lot of spruce though. Not right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 2 more, I think. Yeah, 2 more. Oh, I just realized I'm gonna need to bump it out 1 more over. Why is there a wine? Does it stop when I... Yes. Not having Swift Sneak is painful. Kinda makes me want to go over to the ancient city right now. I mean, I could do it. There's nothing that's gonna hurt me in there because I have the wardens off. And I mean, iron armor's enough to get there. Okay, there we go. 2 more of these back. I still can't decide if the rooms should have the view or not. If it should be the rooms or the hall on the back wall. Because I did realize another issue as well. The entrance over here takes up a 4x4. Oh, I just realized another issue. That ain't gonna be centered. But since it takes up the 4x4, and that includes here, unless I shove it back, that's gonna leave a 2 along this way that's only a 1. And there'd be no access to it unless I did the hall in the middle. Wait, centered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, oh no, I could have it centered on this right here. No, don't. Accidentally double click. That pulls that up. So I could have it centered on this right here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. They're all down there. I need to get that taken care of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna have to get all that stuff lit up down there at some point. Actually, I could smell a quarter stack now and get some of the botany pots started. That'd be the 2 stacks of green terracotta. I have, what is it, 10? Where are they? I thought I had, yeah, 13. I have 13. Okay. So I could get some of those started now. Yeah, let's melt. Okay. I can grindstone that. Or I could have put it on the next pickaxe. Oh well. Now I have another book. Wrong one. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hush. Oh, these guys. Yeah, this is all still temporary, too. I actually kind of want these there. I'll just stick them right here for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the last one. Are they here? Hoppers. For the botany pots. Okay, fine. Spruce, dark oak, birch, cherry, and oak. One for each tree. Wait. The No, it's 2. But you need 6. Right? No. Yeah. Um Here. I knew there was somewhere. Okay, let's do you. No. And again, this is a temporary setup. But that'll get that stuff growing and producing. Where was I going? Yeah. I could do sugarcane now as well on that one, but it ain't necessary at the moment. So I could have made all the barrels. Sophisticated barrels, so they'd be spruce barrels. That will let me display what's at the front. That ain't necessary right now. Hush. Okay. Let's see. Actually, looking at the time, that's gonna be it for today. That up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Okay. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the center. Alright, so that is gonna be it for today. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope y'all enjoy. If you're watching this as a stream on Twitch, you can catch the VODs for the whole series on my YouTube. If you're watching this as a VOD on YouTube, you can catch me live on Twitch. The name is the Draconic Matt. You can get the link to either platform in my profile on either platform. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed, and until next time, have a good one. Bye.